Sister spouses Christine earthy-colored cases Robyn plotted against Meri. As of late, sister spouses showed how Christine earthy-colored Woolley genuinely feels about Robyn Brown. Moreover, Christine claims her previous sister spouse, Robyn, was plotting against Meri Brown for quite a long time. Christine earthy-colored Woolley openly chipped in data about Robyn plotting. Indeed, sister spouses star, Christine earthy-colored Woolley isn't attempting to be companions with her previous sister wives, Robyn and Meri Brown. Nonetheless, when gotten some information about the historical backdrop of the family, Christine was eager to toss in her 2 cents. In the most recent episode, Meri Brown was returning to her memory of lawfully separating from Kody Brown. While Kody saw no change after the desk work was recorded, he saw that it made Meri draw away. Similarly, he discussed it prompting the duping occurrence. Both Kody and Robyn were happy that Meri had the brilliant plan to separate from on paper so Kody could lawfully take on Robyn's children, Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. In any case, Meri was at the acknowledgement her marriage with Kody was stale and she expected to safeguard Robyn's children. In any case, Christine Brown added a delicious goodie to the story that Robyn was arranging the separation right off the bat in the otherworldly marriage, Christine earthy-colored cases Robyn plotted against Meri. At the point when sister spouses star, Christine earthy-colored Woolley discussed what occurred with the legitimate marriage, she saw obviously that Robyn played Meri Brown. As indicated by Christine, Robyn coordinated Kody and Meri's lawful separation. In a confession booth, Christine states that Robyn accomplished other things than consent to the lawful separation, she laid the system. According to Christine, she began conversing with us about these different families, where the primary spouse separated from the husband so he could wed the second wife lawfully and legitimately embrace the children. Furthermore, she cases, and I thought, definitely, that is a plant. Christine Brown carelessly says that Robyn referenced that multiple times as the years progressed. From Christine's perspective, Robyn passed on breadcrumbs en route to cause Meri to accept it was her plan to save the family. According to she was placing that in there since she would have cherished that to occur. Moreover, Christine thinks it was unobtrusive to the point that Meri didn't actually acknowledge she was an objective in Robyn's sign. She adds, I don't think Meri felt like it was planted. In a cleverness way, Robyn persuaded Meri she had the arrangement. According to Christine, I think Meri felt like it was her own thought. Fans talk about the large uncover. On Reddit, sister spouses fans talk about how Christine Brown uncovers Robyn plotted against Meri Brown. According to Initial, a client, Robyn arranged the separation. Then, they elaborate, I just saw the clasp of Christine discussing when Robyn joined the family she was talking about the other family's spouses separating from the main wife to wed another and take on their kids and OMG, what is your perspective on this? Somebody adds they think Christine earthy-colored Woolley is correct. They say, I trust Christine. Robyn and Kody continue to say it was Meri's thought. I've never trusted that. Nor I. Meri was so clearly squashed by it. How could it be her thought? Another fan didn't identify with Meri ripping the bandage off, however another person thinks it was her confronting it. They say, I interpreted that as meaning she realized it was coming regardless of whether she preferred it, there was no way to stop it, and she was fearing it such a lot of that she simply needed to get it over with. Not that it was really her thought. You know, similar to when you need to rip a band-aid off in light of the fact that it's undeniable, not on the grounds that it's at all your decision. Sister spouses fans are tired of Christine earthy-colored storyline. Sister spouses fans are tired of Christine earthy-colored storyline. Fans are right now seeing her prepare for her wedding with David Woolley. Be that as it may, they are getting disappointed with how long the storyline is enduring. Fans love her. In any case, it could be becoming excessively. Continue to peruse to figure out more about this. Christine earthy-colored tracks down new love after separation. Christine earthy-colored left Kody Brown quite a long while back. They were hitched with kids. She was a piece of the plural family. This comprised of Christine, Janelle, Meri, Robyn, and Kody. Be that as it may, Janelle, Meri, and Christine have left. This passed on Kody to be hitched to Robyn as it were. While Janelle and Meri are finding themselves once more, Christine burns through no time. She is hitched to David Woolley. The relationship moved quick. Notwithstanding, they appear to be content. Christine claims you know when you know, and that is the way things were with David. Fans trust they stay together. Sister spouses. Fans are tired of her storyline. Fans are tired of Christine's storyline. They think it has been drug out for a really long time. Christine had a wedding dress handcrafted for her. In any case, fans definitely know that the two end up together. Thus, they feel as they don't have to see everything about their relationship. With all due regard, I'm so glad for Christine and her new life. However, her story is somewhat worked out. Not seeing Christine actually taking a stab at wedding dresses. This resembles a ceaseless bad dream. Dear God, kindly stop with the wedding dress stuff. Whosever choice it was to have a Christine Gets Hitched television unique on last year and then report her entire relationship with this multitude of idiotic gatherings ought to be terminated. Yozer. A few fans might like watching this, yet most are irritated and exhausted. Be that as it may, they truly do hope everything works out for them and trust they have a long sound marriage. The fourth spouse of Kody Brown and sister wives, has for quite some time been a polarizing figure inside the polygamous earthy-colored family. While she at first joined the family under the reason of embracing the cooperative and cherishing nature of plural marriage, throughout the long term, fans and, surprisingly, different spouses have noticed that Robyn appears to affect Kody and the relational peculiarity. Many accept that she implements severe standards and assumptions that shape her vision of how plural marriage ought to work, a dream that others in the family view as smothering. In interviews and on-screen minutes, Robyn has sometimes alluded to her assumptions. However, the full extent of her rules for making plural marriage work appears to have been uncovered more through her activities than her words. Here's a more critical gander at what fans accept are Robyn Brown's severe principles and what they've meant for the earthy-colored family. 1. Complete reliability to Kody Brown. Robyn has consistently stressed faithfulness to Kody as the foundation of a fruitful plural marriage. This assumption frequently appears to go past regular conjugal commitment, requiring the spouses to focus on Kody's sentiments and wants over their own. In one significant episode, Robyn expressed that a spouse's job is to make their better half blissful and to never sabotage him. This position has drawn analysis from fans and a portion of Kody's different wives, particularly Christine and Janelle, who have transparently communicated their requirement for common regard in the relationship. Pundits contend that Robyn's interest for unwaveringness is less about keeping up with concordance and more about uniting Kody's consideration and assets around herself and her youngsters. By situating herself as the most strong and respectful spouse, Robyn has gained notoriety for being Kody's number one, a mark she passionately denies, however, which has caused huge strain in the family. 2. A bound-together way to deal with nurturing. Robyn has reliably pushed for every one of the spouses to go about as a solitary, brought-together parental unit for the family's numerous youngsters. On paper, this sounds like a legitimate methodology for such an enormous, mixed family. In any case, by and by, Robyn's form of solidarity frequently implies following her nurturing techniques and needs. For instance, Robyn has spoken about the significance of establishing a steady home climate, and she frequently approaches her home as the focal social event place for Kody and the youngsters. This has prompted hatred from different spouses, who feel sidelined in their nurturing jobs. Also, Robyn has been blamed for anticipating that different spouses should contribute monetarily and genuinely to her kids while not responding a similar degree of help. This discernment was especially uplifted when Kody legitimately embraced Robyn's 3 youngsters from her past marriage, a cycle that necessary huge penances from the remainder of the family, including Meri's lawful separation from Kody. 3. Monetary commitments from all spouses. One of the most disagreeable parts of Robyn's association in the family is her supposed assumption that every one of the spouses ought to contribute similarly to the family's monetary requirements. In any case, many fans have called attention to that Robyn herself has not seemed to contribute as much as others. At the point when the Browns moved to Flagstaff, Arizona, monetary strains turned into a point of convergence of the show. Robyn was vocal about needing her own home as opposed to sharing a common space, a choice that fundamentally influenced the family's spending plan. Pundits contend that while Robyn demands monetary decency, her activities, for example, focusing on her necessities over bunch costs, go against this standard. Her undertaking, My Sister Wife's Wardrobe, which was at first outlined as a family exertion, likewise turned into a wellspring of pressure. Different spouses, especially Christine and Janelle, felt that Robyn didn't get a sense of ownership with the business disappointment while as yet profiting from the family's common funds. 4. Close-to-home accessibility and correspondence. Robyn has frequently introduced herself as the peacemaker of the family, underscoring the significance of open correspondence and close-to-home accessibility. Notwithstanding, her rendition of correspondence appears to include spouses circulating their complaints while she stays a nonpartisan party. Different spouses, especially Christine, have censured this methodology, guaranteeing that it feels uneven. Christine has contended that Robyn isn't as open to analysis as she anticipates that others should be, prompting an absence of veritable responsibility in their conversations. Also, fans have noticed that Kody frequently goes about as an implementer of Robyn's personal assumptions, focusing on her sentiments over those of different spouses. This dynamic has prompted allegations that Robyn involves correspondence as a device to reinforce her bond with Kody while distancing different spouses. 5. A solid strict establishment. Robyn has more than once underscored the significance of keeping areas of strength for an establishment inside the family. She accepts that plural marriage is a profound calling and that all individuals from the family ought to move toward it with a similar degree of responsibility and worship. This conviction has incidentally caused grating, as not each of the spouses share similar degree of dedication to their strict practices. Janelle, for example, has communicated a more down-to-earth perspective on plural marriage, zeroing in on its functional and personal difficulties as opposed to its otherworldly viewpoints. Robyn's emphasis on otherworldliness has likewise been viewed as a method for building up her job as Kody's most faithful and strong spouse. Pundits contend that she utilizes religion to legitimize her assumptions and to situate herself as ethically better than different spouses. 6. Command over family social occasions. One of the most noticeable instances of Robyn's impact is her command over family social affairs. She has frequently stressed the significance of the family hanging out, however, these social occasions habitually occur on her conditions. During the coronavirus pandemic, Robyn was especially vocal about authorizing severe well-being measures, which prompted huge pressures inside the family. While her interests were reasonable, different spouses felt that her guidelines were excessively prohibitive and that Kody's choice to invest most of his energy with Robyn exacerbated the family's separation. Influence on the family. Robyn's severe standards and assumptions significantly affect the earthy-colored family, adding to the developing breaks inside their connections. Christine's choice to leave the family was, to a limited extent, a reaction to feeling unsupported and underestimated, an opinion that many fans trust comes from Robyn's impact. Likewise, Janelle has communicated disappointment with the relational intricacy, especially with Kody's powerlessness to similarly adjust his connections. While Robyn demands that she believes the family should cooperate, her activities frequently seem to focus on her own necessities and those of her youngsters over the aggregate great. Fan responses. Devotees of sister spouses have rushed to voice their viewpoints about Robyn's job in the family. Via online entertainment, many have blamed her for controlling Kody and utilizing her leverage to reshape the relational peculiarity in support of herself. One fan expressed, Robyn's guidelines aren't tied in with making plural marriage work, they're tied in with making Robyn's marriage work. One more added, on the off chance that Robyn genuinely believed the family should succeed, she'd pay attention to different spouses as opposed to forcing her own plan. Notwithstanding, a few watchers have safeguarded Robyn, contending that she is basically attempting to establish a steady and cherishing climate for her youngsters. Robyn's somewhat flawed, yet she's doing her thought process is best for her family, one ally remarked. End. Robyn Brown's severe standards and assumptions have irrefutably formed the elements of the earthy-colored family's plural marriage. While she demands that her activities are spurred by a longing to make the family work, Her methodology has frequently distanced different spouses and filled allegations of partiality and control. As Sister Spouses keeps on investigating the difficulties of plural marriage, Robyn's impact stays a main issue of dispute. Whether her standards are viewed as an important system or a disruptive power, one thing is clear: Robyn's job in the family will keep on starting discussion among fans and inside the earthy-colored family itself.